Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And you look at the Saints defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. A give up the middle to Akers. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. The Vikings at 6-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fells. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It look at this defense for the Vikings. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Throwing his car on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Powell on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be lying.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that was incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered, and then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running left is Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Kamara up the middle. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Hooked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. They got his man, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's corralled, but now before getting it inside the 35. They'll throw again. Cousins. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, If it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before half for Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 59 yards. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now he's loose at the 40. Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 87 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Cousins now. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Gun! What's that?
They'll run here with Akers. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Akers is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They're on 4th down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. Over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing his car.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Carr's throw caught by Olave.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grouping.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie things at 17-all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Cousins for the throw here, caught by Addison.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. Puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
2nd and 7. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Here we go.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today,